of Earth, good evening. Welcome in this edition 87 of Star Nation News. Today, I will take you to see some changes that are occurring in the Man system. You know, the Man system is the origin point for a lot of you. So this is something emotional, and let's have a look. Are you ready? Fasten your seatbelts and engage. A very long time ago, that is set in the time field as an origin point that seeded the human genome throughout all the galaxy, exception made of some points, such as Earth, for instance, where the human genome was seeded directly. In the Man K62 system, in the Lyra constellation, among 100 other star systems, was seeded by the Intergalactic Confederation the first human genomes in this galaxy. Later on, these cultures developed and they gave birth to beautiful, advanced, peaceful cultures. Among them were the Tal, the first human seed in this galaxy Nataru. Then the Ahil, if you will, more of a Nordic type human, such as my old companion Thorhan Heredion. The Tal would look more like me. In the Man system were also other beautiful, beautiful species. Some were original, some were seeded. The Lyra zone was a ground for experimentation of the diversity of life, multiplying the possibilities. I wasn't there, I wasn't part of this operation of seeding Nataru, although my homeworld is among one of the seeders' homeworlds, Emeria in the Althea star system in the galaxy NGC 7331. But the story of what happened there touched the hearts of beyond this galaxy Nataru, touched the hearts of people, of cultures, of other galaxies, because what happened there was horrendous. The Sikaar or Alpha Draconian Empire, growing from a little reptilian culture to a despicable conqueror empire, grew and took territories ruthlessly. When they found the Man system, the Kepler 62 system in the Lyra constellation, Lyra zone as we say, because constellations are an optical illusion depending on where you stand in space. They discovered a system, a planetary system filled with an incredible riches of resources. Of course, the Intergalactic Confederation had provided these worlds with the most abundant resources to facilitate the development of life and beautiful cultures. They gave all the chances. Then the Sikaars saw it. And as they saw it, they wanted to take it. They wanted to have it. But there was no way the local cultures would share with them. The Sikaar wanted it all. They wanted the human and other cultures' resources as workforce, slave force, because the Sikaar were doing slave trade. And as you know, they have no ethics, no compassion. and no time, no empathy for human lives. They took everything, they ransacked the worlds. The local royal family that was managing at the time the Kepler 62 star system or man system were the royal family of Amanhera, the Tali. They tried everything they could to save their world and their cultures, and they tried to find agreements with the Sikar. And the Sikar told them something. They said, if you give us your systems, planetary system, without resistance, we are allowing you a time to go and leave. So that's what happened, because after long consideration, all the cultures of the man system came to face the reality, the truth, that they couldn't face the forces of the Sikar Empire. They weren't strong enough. They didn't have enough resources. At the time, the Galactic Federation of Worlds didn't exist. The Galactic Federation of Worlds saw its birth after the Orion Wars that were million years later. And what about the Intergalactic Confederation? The time they called them, it was too late. The time for organizing resistance wasn't enough. So they accepted the Sikar deal. The royal Tal family accepted it on behalf of all the star system, and they left in arcs. And these arcs were carrying the culture of all their worlds. If someone watched, it was in the 1980s on Earth, the series Galactica, the old original ones. This is the story of the Lyran Wars. I wouldn't say really wars, I would say Lyran attacks. Takeover by an empire that was so powerful, they couldn't resist. They had to save their lives, their cultures, and they had to leave. And that is how the human genome from the Lyra zones were spread out throughout Nataru. This is the story of the man exodus through this galaxy, galactic man exodus. The Sikar took the star system and others in periphery of it, in the same zone, and for millions of years, this has stayed like this until recently the Sikar Empire was challenged when the Negumak Gnomopo from Antares joined membership with the Galactic Federation of Worlds. Then the balance turned, and the Sikar Empire felt threatened for the first time, because the Gnomopo are hunters. They are arachnoids, and they hunt reptilians. And they hunt Sikars, and they are the only species the Sikar are afraid of. This tipped the balance in the forces of this galaxy. And when the old Anak Empire saw this opportunity to work in favor of rebalancing the forces in this galaxy, Anu, advised by his wise son Ea, decided as a historical moment to join the Galactic Alliance that included the Galactic Federation of Worlds, the Andromedan Council, and other minor organizations such as the Council of Al-Nilam, for instance. The Anak Empire joined, and the alliance, Galactic Alliance of Nataru, became the United Galactic Alliance of Nataru. the Sikar Empire was lost. Considering as well that the Nebu Empire, their competitors and ally in many things, had fallen. Thuban was taken by the United Galactic Alliance. The Gnomopo were leading the operation, and the Sikar slowly are losing their territories. The man system was liberated. And now there's a terraforming going on, because when the reptilian cultures take over a world, such as they did on Earth 100 million years ago, they terraform the worlds to suit their life requirements. They change the atmosphere, for instance. So the man system and other star systems that were liberated in the periphery are in the process of re-terraforming to bring back the conditions to its beginning. It's been millions of years, so it's very, very tedious to bring back a planet as it was millions of years ago, but not impossible. Because the Intergalactic Confederation is helping, and the Anar Empire also, who are also very skilled in terraforming. Oman Khera is the main target at the moment for terraforming, and all efforts are on it, although other planets of the system are in the process of being studied for and prepared for terraforming. It's in the process. There is so much work in the aftermath of the collapse of these two terrible empires, the Nebu and the Sikar. In the Orion zone as well, all the Do hives, Do means gray, planetary hives are being reconstructed to an organic original state. Because, you know, in the cosmic law of evolution, you don't destroy something, you recycle it. So all the gray cultures in the aftermath of the fall of the Nebu Empire, all these gray cultures who had been assimilated by the Eban from Betelgeuse, are now given back a chance to reform as a planetary culture and helped and guided by the Council of Al-Nilam. That is why you are not hearing a lot from my old dear friend Anax, who is one of the seats of the Council of Al-Nilam, representing the Egaroth culture, because he's so busy. They are so busy there. There are 7 cultures now, and they are working at rebuilding the balance of the Orion zone, Uruana. And there are so many things to be found. It will be the topic of another Star Nation News. For the time being, I am giving you all the blessings of the galactic high spirits and elders who are following you with love and pride. I will meet you this Sunday, August 31st, 2025, for a webinar on Crowdcast that will be a 3-hour Q&A. It is still time to register, and if you are watching this edition of Star Nation News afterwards, it is also at the same link possible to watch the replay and see all the excellent questions that have been answered the best I could. I will also be in September 19th to 21st. In Charlotte, North Carolina, USA. I will come there physically to the States. And I will tell you about my life among the royal Anunnaki family. This is something you don't want to miss. This is going to be groundbreaking information that has never been disclosed before, so be there. I will meet you at the Galactic Spiritual Informers Connection. Now it is time that we stand together in our beautiful, beautiful identity. Because may we be from Earth or from another world, we are children of the stars. I have lived among the Anunnaki. I was born a very long time ago in the royal house of Anu, in the imperial palace in the system of Sirius B. And for the first time, I am revealing this information. I was given green light. I was told humanity is ready. I was told it's the moment when the dark forces that have ruled this world for millennia are weakening. It is time human civilization gets in touch with who they are. It has been so long where humanity has been enslaved. And now it's the moment when humanity takes back its power. I have so much to tell, so much to share. My memory is back completely. I've grown up besides those who had great power. And I have grown up besides Enki. His real name is Ea. Enki was just a title of custody of a planet very far away from home. We called it Ki. I was part of the expedition that came to Earth 372,000 years ago. Yes, I was one of them. Yes, I've been part of the genetic experimentations on the human race, but I was on the good side. We tried to repair what Enlil and his factions of geneticists did to humanity. You know, they wanted to enslave everyone. We tried to stop them, Ea and I, and we came up with a plan. It is time I tell you everything about it.
On August 31st, 2025, Elena will share with you the details of the journey of her soul. Where does she come from, who she is, and more. And I am sure you will relate to your own experience and understand a lot about yourselves. It will be followed by a Q&A on the topic of current events at our galactic scale, with the participation of some of her extraterrestrial contacts who may agree to tune in. How lucky is that? Elena do not perform channeling, except flying above the English Channel with a plane or a spaceship. But she has instead real physical contacts with extraterrestrials, and it is for you the occasion to ask anything about the ET's daily lives, their technology, etc. Don't miss Elena's next webinar, August 31, 2025, 2 p.m. EST on Crowdcast.
The stars